Yes, I would like to. What? Well... Out with it! The suspenders give me an ulcer. Oh, wait. That's in the game. Fucking dumbass. About a 2 out of 10. Score? Gee, I guess I would, maybe, well... I'm just as bad as you. Clearly. Lucky avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find the answer intriguing. IPXX34206. The agent registering this number. What was the main message? And the victim, Mr. Latus. Who would have guessed he was actually in undercover Interpol? What a mess. Adam, speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Right up to? Wouldn't mind asking his opinion. What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out of will? Top secret? Uh-huh. Fine, right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate. Moors. Sunshine Coliseum. Whatever matters for an investigation. Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days? Sure, let's get started, shall we? What stuff? I didn't know if that helps. Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lamois. I'm sorry about today. There's nothing you need to apologize for. You're merely defending Maki. Are you okay? Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, they get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. My fucking hearing's a nightmare. It's sensitive, not weak. Basically, what might sound quiet to one person sounds normal to me. What sounds normal to a different person sounds loud to me. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh, you must have great ears. Ears that heard the crime taking place. That's what you claimed yesterday, but how? Talk. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescen's voice on the scene of the crime. I did not know his name. No way. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latus were talking about something. Next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined the gunshots might be real. And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. Yeah. At least he certainly thinks it was. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Maki pretending you couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter inside. I think I see what she's getting at. Maki would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latus. Ah yes, he was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not, no one did. Guess that's what it means to be undercover. Someone was after him. You had to know who he really was. Why do you pair as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me, but why? What makes you think that? Perhaps this is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility, because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded? Right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see when I close open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I've no memory of the time if I became normal. What is it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before. Do you think your past might be related to this case? No, thank you. Maki too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Move. Move. Haha. July 9th, Detention Center, Criticism. Maki may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect. We don't have any decisive... Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gone out of that room. And he lied. Maki Tabai can see. Maki, speak at the devil. He looks like he's doing okay. I forget, why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, I guess I'll get what I want to say off my chest. I think she's actually worried for me. Talk. So, Maki, you can see, right? Yeah, I guess it does. No, it's nothing. Hey, what's why that ends well? You have to be more goal-oriented. You then something win. imagining it. It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know. Maki, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? I'm kidding. Oh. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting. Wasn't that bad? Maki lied about not being able to see, but what if that's not what he lied about? I think it'll take something big to get to him, some kind of undeniable evidence. Sunshine Colosseum. Move. Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3, Exhibit 4. I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited. Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was so pretending she could see then. If I'm lucky to buy his fingerprints on that air vent. What's with long face? It's a little lackluster. Lackluster? Things must look different through a magician's eyes. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. I heard you the first time, and the second time, and the third time. They're not, they might make you pay for it. If you have the money for that, you should probably be paying the office first. These could have been imported from some exotic locale, for we know. Maybe. I want to drop the bomb on Coldplay. Where's Darian? I guess. Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. I'm sure it's been wrong this time. I mean, no. Those gunshots were right during the concert. Right, all the Gaviniers have a rock-solid alibi. Couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage. Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Internal police. International police. Yeah, anyway, you think he was investigating number one? Only were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something. Mayhaps. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What's Miss Latouche up to? Ha 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 ha! Juicy? Was that not one of your tricks? Wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Gramarye. Hey, you over there. Who's that? Thank you. The friend is so kind. Friend of yours? We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Could you please stop smoking like that? Uncle Valent? He's your uncle? No, son. It's the great Valent. Valent Gramarye. Grand magician. Yes, it is I, the great Valent Gramarye, as seen on television. And could you please stop smoking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years to be exact. My, how you've grown. Good to see you again. I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quake or quiver. I'm quite tame. Though my stardom may say this, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. His aura shows and lost on a magician in the making. He's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all... What? You mean Mr. Right? No, I'm real. Trucy's real father. Wait, Apollo, don't tell me that. Troop Gramarye? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar. A whole lost life, lamentably listless lad. Do not know what greatest troop of magicians on the planet. Valent Gramarye, name began to surface in my mind. Was name I'd heard on television as a child. You said he's a magician? I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is a true miracle of Troop Gramarye. Wait. Hold on. I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Were you with someone else, like a duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramarye? Yes, Zack Gramarye. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship. Eh? Why is someone so quiet? Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way! Once upon a time, Troop Gramarye included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Gramarye, and my partner, Zack Gramarye. And this Zack was... Here's my real daddy. Trucy's father, a magician? I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. Glad now I'm good for comic relief at least. Now that I see Daddy around quite easily. Ah, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy. I don't know how happy I am. I'm sure you are. No one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could feign nor contain my emotions. I wept oceans, and to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. It was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know, and defend him you did. I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this. That's a videotape? Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Gramarye. Will you watch it? Yeah, they needed to do work then. The characters look like they were based off characters from Facade. Wow, someone's criticism was live. What's the word? Mysterious? There are more mysterious things than a song going on. Way more mysterious. Ha 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 ha! His Valen Grammy has good reasons to be here today, but I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Present. Hey, look at my badge. What's this? You would ask me for miracles, for your fee? And I wish be granted. I will be done. No evidence, victim, please. Ah! No victim, please. Are all magicians like this, I wonder? I ain't using Reader unless there's a minigame involved. That's one of those permanent dryers you see in the hair salons. You think? Don't look like a beautician. I just know they dry your hair and give you a perm. This doesn't sound very glamorous, you know? Okay, how about a perm machine? This isn't a bad game, thinking of official names for things. Now that makes the name actually official or anything. Not gonna lie, playing through Star Rail 2.0 makes me think that at one point they should make it so Star Rail Himiko gains the powers of like what you call it? Vermilion Knight. No way, it won't just be an Easter egg. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me, that was an incredible illusion. Illusion? Can you tap... Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valen Grammy. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammy made me swear to never tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep... Device? Maybe you mean this? Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on the staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We'll hold on to it for you. And then we'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him. Attached? I'm not some kind of... Attached? I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff is wearing one of these headsets. Chill out. Why the sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. You make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos. I think he said, I'm sorry I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful friend. This is why I never trust a translator. This is why I'm glad they get him fucking replaced by AI. Especially when you got people like Marchie just taking the work and manipulating it to for their own political agenda. What's this? You would ask me for a miracle? No. Present. So I was wondering, that's still in the middle of the song now. Well, that Lamour vanished and reappearing. So you'll be so good. A simple sleight of hand, a petite prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Stumbled over my word a bit now. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you come. Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it was all done. Of course, I'm like a deity, when the stage is my domain. I suffer no mystery upon these floodlit boards. No, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. The potent primeval power I possess. Well, you think you could tell me how it was done? Juicy? That's like brilliant. Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Mine own for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also what? Recall that a terrible occurrence happened later, well after my illusion entrance near audience. Oh, don't even ask, I won't answer. Too bad for you, Apollo. Which side are you on? I, Valent Gramry, now make my leave, Miss Trucy. I am afraid I cannot, I may not, I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. So, you'll be at the concert when you say? Correct, if you'd call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, Crocodile. Yeah, see ya. With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally. Valent Gramry. Got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamour disappear. And now he knows Trucy and her real father. Detention center? Nope. Governor's dressing room? Nope. Lamois? Nope. The stage? Isn't that the one Lamois was singing? Yeah, you're right. The Guitar Serenade. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh, that's right. Some dedication. Aha! For there's Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Fallon, what exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility and tasks undertaken. I'm inspecting my equipment evolution to make sure naught is amiss. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Fallon can get some light? Maybe. There's something about the show tonight and man. Lamois vanishing out for some reason. Indeed, the prosecutor petitioned to my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream." Like a dream? Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavours? There were none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel. People come to me because I'm a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom-made for a time and a place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Gramarye are concerned. So, you were here checking upon your trick to me? I swear, if I was an anime actor, all the bloopers would be me. Just fumbling over my words. And went well, it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me. It troubles you? Why? Why do you ask? Why? I think it's probably quicker if I go and check it out myself. Thanks. I know what you are thinking in that head of yours. Gramarye, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort. Actually, yes, you're right. Oh, he should let you mind. Oh, everyone tells him that, and he made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnific Gramarye. It was he who began the great Troop Gramarye. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on television. Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troop pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen abound waste, stripped of illusion. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we'll rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Gramarye, but for my partner. Your partner? You mean? Yes, Zack Gramarye. Trucy's father. Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valent Gramarye. I found that Magnific Gramarye was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget when I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. Pardon? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valent and Zack were the shining stars in the Grammy crown. Now that Magnifia and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, as the Valent Grammy, who brings the Grammy miracle back to the big stage. Miss Lucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. How do you manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Oh wait. Examine the piano. You get Mr. Right to teach you sometime. No good, he can't play. I'm kind of feel bad for the guy now. Did you make that noise just now? You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Let me take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. Looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye. This is not how I was seeing it. So he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Move. No. Just switch, sitting here tempting me. Don't! You might you might blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. Alright, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor. Okay. Oh wait, are you supposed to show that to Valent? Nope. Yeah, I used to not like high places. Not him. Huh? No kidding. Well, yeah, of course he did. He likely still had memories of Dusky Bridge collapsing. Poor guy. Move. Pardon me? I have no money, if that's what you want. No, it was just, never mind. When he looked at the revolver, what was that? It was almost as if he had seen one before, and maybe he wasn't happy about it. Oh wait, have we got that? Just, nope, don't shoot. No clues here. It'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. That's just mean. Yeah, it is. I think you need to take a deep breath, Juicy. That's allowed me used to climb onto the stage. Not the moment I'm likely to get anytime soon. I move the climate tower again, please. Oh, so you haven't just taken a note of it. No, mine's pretty big. Dislocating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. This was the window where Lamois saw the crime from. I'm sure that's simple. Some other way. Is that what we're looking for? We'd certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. Think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. Don't push your luck, pal. Hey, look! A part of the carpet has been torn up here. Luminol, right. As long as it's not us, maybe the shooter? He's got a shooter! I would hope that carpet replacement cost wasn't the only thing holding me back. Oh, it's an ad for the department store mixer. Can't say I'm too keen on this, but... I know it cost me some trophies, but luckily I ain't trying to platinum the game. Oh. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too. No. That makes sense. You think someone would notice if they dropped down the communications lifeline? So how is this one line here? Oh. I thought I was going back, but I need to make sure I didn't. But given the fact there's no need for it as of yet, switch story mode off again. You're talking about the bloodstained Mr. Latouche left. Sure. And Chocolate Snicker's popular down at the precinct or something. Oh, so yeah. If only it worked that way. Just bugs me to think that little kid outside. Makes me more suspicious. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to the song? The guitar serenade, you mean? First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then, I'm worthily veneer. Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I couldn't fit through that event anyway. What? You think I did it? Sometimes I worry about that guy. Something strange. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. Bit sticking out from the end of the menu.
Nani?
Do you think you could take a look at this? A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out... A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What's it? Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Let me try pressing this switch. Ah! Well, now we know what this is, an igniter. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere in this case. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive. Come on, it was just a few sparks. Says you want no home. Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter. Well, found on the stage. Triggers an igniter within 30 feet. Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area... Let's see, 30 feet from Lamoire's dressing room. That covers backstage completely. Also looks like it would cover the stage. Kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. We'll have to look for more clues elsewhere then. I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. I've never seen someone so furiously. Better stay clear for a while. When you're up in flames, how are you gonna?
What? Come to laugh at the murderer?
Dang it.
That old bag opens a pile and wham, bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Darian isn't in the best mood, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems.
I mean, Gavin had to go with salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid.
So about your alibi?
You have to ask. Shooting happened right in the middle of that third set.
That's right. The music was playing when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Letou's dead.
I got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work.
There's no need to yell at me. Lamoire's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice under me, moment of the crime.
Man, I never even talked to that old woman. How could you possibly identify me?
They won't let you work?
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion's clear. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin? Stick in the mud?
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You heard him whining the other day.
Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second the guitar. It was your Darwin. just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. The band's fine too. Gavin got a good tune, I'll give him that.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much.
Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
The prosecutor's office? Never been there, have I?
Data on the victim should come in from info. Normally I'll be down there dealing with it. No.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. Tell him on into that crime scene.
We'll be going now.
Hey, wait.
Yes?
What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did, right?
Well...
Great, way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Getting this one wrong, and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. Baking myself.
Let's not talk to him more. Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had the choice.
July 9th. Prosecutor Gavin's office.
Oh my god, the desk's a speaker. So, this is the Gaviner's head office.
Why do people keep being nice having two E's instead of one E?
Not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf. That's eavesdropping. He'd make a good reporter
for a gossip magazine. What, a replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latus. Latus? Look, don't talk to me about those Virginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? Times like this when I start to miss them.
Hiya. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? There's not enough tea in the world, Nikis. Have a seat.
Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. What you learn about?
So, who have you come to see?
Huh?
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviners, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Paul?
I think he's given us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case.
Which way to go?
Well, we're not going to be given any information about the case, so... You covered it with Lamoire, if I remember correctly. That's right, it was last year. I had gone to Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
Must we heard Lamoire's voice?
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Prosecutors, we need to... I think he saw a special case, Trucy.
Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right as a backstage. Marky on the piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I bought from Lamoire. The memory I hold there is the song we wrote that night was this, and that very guitar is right around.
You mean this chart lump?
Don't call it lump, that's a piece of history.
Don't leave your hand, not really charred.
No matter, I shall never sing that song. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to us? That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a trick on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end. I had a specialist analyze the guitar instead.
Oh, did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's not. But the results he came up with were intriguing, to say the least.
Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Talk. Lamoire's guitar. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamoire.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it. So we vacuum packed it into Lamoire's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting everything. I brought it right up to my office floor. Pristine and untouched.
I still think it's a special case. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right, what was that about? Well, you know how guitars have around holes. It is called the sound hole.
Ah, so that's what it's called.
Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device.
A broken device?
Yes, this. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
Odd. That device looks strangely familiar.
Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes.
Good girl. How about your health?
I read the funnies.
Then you will not have seen this.
Concert Tragedy, the Prosecutor's Deadly Song? Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show. It's an article. News, you know.
Oh, does this have anything to do with that case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off secret. How does it feel to take a man's life in a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all policy. Hey! Is that newspaper over there too?
Ah, yes, it's a Virginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Thanks, but I can't read Virginian.
Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news of its own. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to it.
Why no one in Virginia could believe it?
It's probably seen as just a favourite. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself.
Lamoire's testimony will probably be received in addition, I imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation.
Yeah, I ran into him opening from the Colosseum.
Lamoire was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. So then... has to be one of these.
What's it for?
That device that was found in your guitar.
Take a look at this.
Wait, that looks like the same thing. What is it?
It's an igniter. Another one?
Or is that the crime scene? In Lamoire's dressing room? Detective Sky found it, actually. As the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder?
Talk. Consigliere Gavin, I've had this remote. Wait!
Excuse me, did you say something?
This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the charge one.
It's ready to show my hand now. You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah?
There's Lightning Scorch, and then there's this. Which part? The burned clean brew or the useless piece of junk? That looks like one of our toy shirts. Why are you wearing it for one? Wouldn't be cool. I could pretend it was constant security and stuff. Actually, we found out the venue and thought you might want it. Oh, no, too bad. Because wherever your cape for one. It does look like she belongs on a stage, that's for sure. My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details. If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. I'm here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to get your information. Damn it, so that's why. This place is deserted. Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. What I can see before me is the stage and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye. This is not how I see it. Who doesn't care about what I have to show him? Yeah. Sunshine Coliseum. What, anything? Do you think you could take a look at this? That's a no. Emma? The rate of chewing is increasing. Stay back off before it's too late. Maybe you was chewing it when the phone rang? So I put it on the plate for later consumption.
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's not chewing gum. Take a closer look.
Oh no, I really shouldn't be offering should I? What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic. Wait, that phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy object? Whatever.
Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche?
Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who, us? I tried to stop him, but it wasn't. Hey, you was one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter.
To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after.
Miss Lump? Would you mind telling us what you do know about it?
That's probably the prosecution's case. This was found in Mr. Latouche's bag. It's apparently a replica of something.
A replica? A small lump about 1.5 inches long.
We analysed it, but there's not much to say, other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of.
You mean whatever Mr. Latouche was after?
That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me for it.
Oh? You don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Boise, but apparently there's a blocking information on the chain. There's something either Interpol or Boise don't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic.
Mr. Latouche went through all that trouble to become Lamoire's manager.
Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamoire. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Bourguignon. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh. Thanks for dropping by, Forehead.
Thanks.
Why, you gave me so much information. Is that Igniter, for instance?
Oh, nah.
I met an attorney, so forthcoming with your prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive,
I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating. Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking, Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing the song lyrics.
That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all.
I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor? Fräulein? Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Ah, because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street.
That's pretty simple too.
Now if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
Looks like Marky's in questioning. Ah, the police must have a Virginian interpreter. That's not fair, I wish we could talk to him.
Sample.
Sample, huh? Think they put a big enough label on it? Yeah, they might think it was an otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic. Oh, it's you. You came out at a good time. Hello there, Emma. What's up? either of you know where Lamoire is? Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago. Lamoire's missing? Yeah, we'll help you look for her. Oh wait, no, I've just been in there. Dumbass. Move. Governance adjustment. The stage pitched up. The power breaker must be off in this section. Great! I'll go get someone. Dark. That's all Lamoire has when you think about it. What would it be like to live in a world of darkness? And if I know, I'm fucking short-sighted. Hey, Apollo? Huh? What? Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? Like something's changed? Changed? That's fucking me too. What's she talking about? Like I said, probably from Dusky Bridge. Ah, I guess someone closed it. Wait, look, why do keys closes? Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's... Emma! We have to get Emma! Lamoire was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around, barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. Me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. You just hit nail on the head there, Trucy. Lamoire! Ah, Mr. Attorney, you had only found me. Thank you for... I'm just glad you're okay. So after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room, I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. I went to return to my dressing room. You were hit? I knew, that very moment I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me. On the stage! I was born in darkness. So the assailant couldn't see you? Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet, when I can say that I was struck high in the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was struck. Good point. See sharp. So that means it was likely Nadeau and probably Matt. Could it be him? This is what? This Latus was carrying it. It's replica of the thing he was after. Who was it after? You know, in his secret identity as an undercover agent? So that's what he was doing. You mean, you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Virginian, or rather a convincing replica. Haven't I heard of a Virginian cocoon before? I wonder. Pork. The Virginian cocoon. Well, they call it Virginian. It must only be found in Virginia. For certain, or in Virginia nearly is. It's a cocoon, so do you get so for me? I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. I thought you said all in Virginia nearly is. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon though. Something all in Virginia know. What's that? The cocoons will not be taken out of the country. Someone does in his court here will be put to death? Why? I do not know, yet if Interpol is involved, I'm sure there is a good reason. But this is just a piece of plastic. He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess. So, that's what he's up to? Tracking down Virginian cocoon smuggling. Seems as marked. Marked? Life changed for me when the popularity of my songs began to travel around the world. On my trips, yes, that was probably the suspicion. Mr. Latus was placed as an undercover agent to look into. Virginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venturing to the world outside. But Mr. Latus wasn't a Virginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means there must be some reason why Virginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved. Cocoon smuggling. Miss Latus had Lamoire mark. Couldn't be her. There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamoire. But please, if you do. I actually have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter, someone who speaks Virginian. Would you come with us if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you. Come on, Trucy, we're about to go get to the bottom of this. Marky, we came to talk to you about the case. Marky? Could you interpret Lamoire? Yes. Marky, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we so thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right? I've completely fooled myself. Marky, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney, what do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well... Ah, Mr. Attorney. I don't need a translation to understand that. I'd know that wrong evidence look anyway. Let's try again. If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Hey, you got the action, big one. You didn't. Tracy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. I know we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell us what this is all about. Lanois, please, interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you don't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution and have them look into it. He asks you to wait. Please do not be so hasty. Marky? You know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Have him tell us about it. Very well. What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure. A cure? Let's cure some disease. It's a cure for incuitis. A cure for incuitis. If it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia? I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well at least we know what it is. A cure. Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Marky... Marky, you weren't? He couldn't be a smuggler, he's so little. Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you? Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that secure to camera tape. Well, Marky, are you a smuggler? You won't tell me. Percy plays blind, I play dumb. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? Marky really did bring one into the country. Does he plan on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. That's right, it's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death?
This meeting's over.
Darian? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet.
There's a call for Marky from the Virginian Embassy. This meeting's over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait.
I never liked you, either of you.
Huh? Damn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo? He didn't want us to hear what Marky had to say. Apollo? And there can only be one reason why. Why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. This is it.
No, who am I after now? What happens tomorrow in court? Yep, because that was pretty convenient timing on his part. Well, this is it. Today's day all goes down, and then there was yesterday.
This meeting's over. Sorry.
I think I know why. Time to bring down no justice. What's that?
He is heard but unseen.
Who's that talking? Valen Grammary? He exclaimed as he walked in through the door. Normally, I'm the witness then.
Ha 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 ha! A preposterous proposition! How could I stand upon the stand? Why, my secrets would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. That is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day. Indeed, I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning.
Warning? What?
A Grand Grammary glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth.
A glamour?
A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Lucy, though it pains me to part so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell.
And there he goes.
He sure seems happy about that illusion thing.
Oh, the illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off your show that one.
So he was talking about what we saw at the concert.
And what's this period?
I'm prosecutor Gavin this exploding guitar. Well, it's about time. Shall we go? Ah, excuse me, sir. Yes, the scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Huh? Did something happen?
This is a first. It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business.
Clear, but he stayed up too late last night watching courtroom dramas.
Apparently, he's visiting the hospital.
The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell.
Trying to remember. No, that wasn't it. So if my recollection is correct, this is happening alongside Ace Attorney investigations, because the Chief Justice was Justine Courtney. Her son, John Marsh. Apparently, his condition worsened considerably this morning.
The Chief Justice's son? Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he...
There's an article about it in the newspaper. You care to read about it yourself.
Thank you, Iris. Where have I heard that before? Try not to lose a page with funnies if you can.
July 10, 10:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Ahem! My apologies for the delay. Court is now in session for the trial. How do you say this name again?
Maki Tabai, a suspect fortissimo.
Right, it's his trial in any case.
Defense is prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to go. Is something wrong, Your Honor?
No, well, yes. It's just, I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. Pains me to see him going through such a difficult time. So they haven't met on that?
Then again, I guess since investigations too hasn't been localized over here. Incubators for that?
Guess since the investigation games weren't localized, it kind of makes sense.
Of course I do. Herr Judge, let me say with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now is the time for law.
Indeed! We left off at quite the juncture yesterday. I asked Interpol about a number. The agent registered on this number was Romain Latouche. Yep, his reaction there was a clue to it. Quite a sensation. Who would have thought Darian would guess down the season cliffhanger as a suspect? I ask the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings. Darian Crescent is a member of my band, the Governors. He is also a detective, making the current charges seriously. Yet after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges. And your reason is? Weren't you aware of her forehead? He has an impeccable alibi. An alibi? Let us review the facts, shall we? The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Governors ripped up the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guest took center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamois, and Maki, along with a drummer and bassist, for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third set. Lamois and the defendant Maki Dabai had left the stage at that point, and the Governors were already locked. This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you. And Apollo, you heard them too, right? I sure did. Furthermore, Lamois herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard this moment of the crime, when she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescent talking. But that's impossible. Detective Crescent was... Precisely, Detective Crescent was on stage, getting his groove on, of course. Voila! A perfect alibi. Does the defense have anything to add to this? Yeah, his behavior was extremely fishy the following day. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. Still, there's something here that I acknowledged, which means that Lamois was sadly mistaken. The testimony cannot be true. Very well, of course, if we disregard the testimony. But I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections. He declares verdict. Prosecutor Gavins' case is airtight. And why might have been lying to protect Maki? How can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center? Yep. Maki was trying to tell us something, I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him, under oath. Very well, the court finds the defendant... Objection! Your Honor. No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice. No, that wasn't it either. Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. Exactly who else do you need to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. You don't mean... I do. The defense calls defendant Maki Dabai to the stand. What? But he doesn't speak English. We use an interpreter. Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. You only speak a few phrases, such as I love you and where is the toilet? The defense would like to request Lamois as the interpreter. Lamois? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant. But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual. Therefore, Herr Judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense's request. If Lamois lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that, yeah? Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal. Finally, some progress. Bailiff, please show the defendant and Lamois to the witness stand. I suppose there is a first. Shall we proceed? Your name to begin with, if you would, Lamois. Yes. He says Maki Dabai, the defendant. This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we really need an interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would. Huh? If I would what, young? What? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about?
What do I want him to testify about?
I didn't follow that far ahead.
How can I if I don't know what you're saying? Excuse me a moment, if I may speak.
Yes, Lamois?
Just now, Marky said there was something about which he wishes to testify.
Marky wants to testify about something?
What could it be?
What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please.
The suspense is killing me.
What?
Well, Lamois?
According to Marky, he has proof of his innocence.
What?
This is a surprise. This is sounding too good to believe. I know what that means.
Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony. Lamois, Marky, please testify to court.
Very well. Very well.
Almost got ramped up with my fucking Gavin voice.
He says that word of Mr. Latus's death came as a great shock. But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, I, that is, he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
I see. You wouldn't have understood the English God, I'm as bad as the fucking actor. He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wondered what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask Lamois to know the meaning of that song.
Lamois? Did you ever explain the lyrics to that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. Has my oft-repeated warning always led to that forehead? Lamois might be protecting his witness.
Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. Someone's hidden in that testimony. You know it. I just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. Like yesterday, you'll work today. Okay. I got mad at it, is on the Switch. I have to do this. Okay, so we know what line it is now. Ah!
Gotcha!
Gotcha! How did I not... How did I not see that until I put it on story mode? Fucking dumbass. I had that problem with Great Ace Attorney too.
His eye just... Hmm? Hmm? There we go. Finally got it. Marky, you can't fool my eyes. You glanced towards the very moment Lamois said the word English. Why? Don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. Marky, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course he can't. Why does he continue to show? Huh? Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all. What? Give me a break! That's such an is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance? Well, yeah, but... I'm sorry, but he surely does not understand it. Well then, explain this. How does he know the crime followed lyrics? Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? Newspaper. Okay. Lucky's lying. Maybe it's time to show him proof that he's lying. I have here a Virginian newspaper. The Virginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Indeed, there's a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Marky? That's right, it doesn't mention lyrics. What is this all about? I'm sorry, Marky. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Virginian newspaper. What does this mean? But I didn't see how it's possible. Ah, I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes. Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in the police questioning. I read the full report myself. So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain himself. Marky he says, yes? It is true I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. You remember? He says he heard the lyrics from me. What? Is this true, Lamois? Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself. It looks like her forehead's been jumping to conclusions. Seems so, yes. No. I was on something, I know it. Can't let this chance slip away. Time is an issue today, Mr. Justice. Are you finished with the cross-examination? My facelet's still reacting. Was there a twitch just then? Oh, it was on Lamois. Fucking dumbass. Lamois, I'm currently cross-examining Maki. Why should you be uncertain? Me? Uncertain? Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court it was I who explained. I see there's little point in trying to hide anything from you. Lamois, are you indeed protecting someone? That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself. Then let me transfer for you. Lamois, you're protecting... I'm afraid I don't know what you're saying. Lamois, you protect Maki. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Maki, I believe you didn't do it, really. I trust you. But you've lied to us twice, and now you have Lamois lying on your behalf. If this is going to work, you have to trust me, too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. If you understand English, you have to. Wait, nurse, is this true? Do you understand English? Yes, a little only. What? First he could see, now he can talk. And you did not know about this, Lamois? No, I did not. It's quite surprised. How many secrets is this witness hiding? This is last. Maki, could you tell us what really happened? No shooting. I did no shooting. So you went in the dressing room when I heard those two gunshots, correct? Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either. I was in dressing room behind desk, manager, on floor. It should be after the shooting, right? Then there was voice. Voice or voices? Was it you and Emma Paul? So Maki went into the dressing room. Mr. Latouche had been shot. And then we came to the door. Panel high up, I take off, run away, run away! So it was you who escaped with that event. As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less, the defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession? No, he's clearly denied I did it. I no shooting, manager on floor, already on floor. The victim had already been shot, you say? We'll find out how to be. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter. Does the defendant have anything to say to this? He's climbed up on... Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness? Yeah. Is
that it? Is there nothing else I can get him to testify about? Wait, no, of course there is. Marky, please, tell us the truth for your own sake. No, no more speak, not to any of you. So much for your precious trust for him. Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him. Regardless, this brings us to an impasse. It does seem that the defense and defendant are at odds. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. Do you know, of course, but to declare 5 minutes recess? The defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed. Apollo Eustace. That's justice. Better learn how to say if you ever want to get some. Believe, I know shooting. Marky claims Mr. Latouche was already down on the ground when he entered the room. Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it. Suddenly I hear a revolver. Close, very close. Then I hear a voice. You heard gunshots? Yes, it's true. I hear a revolver, but only sound. Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latouche already dead and then you heard shots? That's true. So, you had the scene of the time when you heard those shots? You escaped through the air vent. I know. Huh? What do you know? I know if I open vent, I can leave stage and backstage. So the vents went above the stage and the backstage area. Is that what he means? I hear this. From Magician. Magician? Don't look at me. A magician, huh? Yeah, but where does that leave us with? You're supposed to say you went into the room to find the body and then you heard the shots? That one's going to go over well in court. Not. Oh, you're his offense. You're supposed to believe whatever he said. I'll just pretend you misheard him every time. Well, yeah, he clearly forgot on guard. No talking, no. Where was worth a shot? That cocoon. Of course, you're scared. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try a different approach. That's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan? If Marky won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify. Someone else? I think we're out of time. Let's go back in now.
Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk.
Very well. So will he testify?
Your Honor, the defendant will not testify.
What?
Shame, and here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case. Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor.
A different angle?
Marky won't testify. Then no, he will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lamoire.
Lamoire?
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamoire's testimony was insubstantial. There's nothing you can... Lamoire was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries.
What happened?
She was assaulted, Your Honor.
Assaulted?
Someone wanted Lamoire dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself.
What? I've heard no such report.
Prosecutor Gavin. Why would anyone be able to kill Lamoire? Can you think of a reason?
Well,
think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been?
You don't think?
I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out. So am I to understand that this is what you're saying? Namely, is that there is a nugget of truth in Lamwa's testimony? A nugget we have yet to uncover? Exactly.
If Lamwa was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well, there were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have.
Lamwa, I must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize. I know that Maki is innocent, and I will do all I can until the court realizes this. Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us that you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window, and that the voice belonged to Darian Crescent, yes? That is correct. At which point I proved that she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things, as the small windows he's seen were closed, and were found to be quite soundproof.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice?
I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something now. There is, it seems, much you don't.
And yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor. I was on my way from the stage. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was a smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell some, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window.
Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
What you have said to have happened is impossible. Do I have to repeat myself?
Lamwa was attacked because of this testimony.
What? Trucy? Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you're pretty cool.
Oh wait, I was giving her Apollo's voice.
Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead.
Well, very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness.
There were 2 gunshots. Yes, I heard 2, one after the other. Everything with bullet holes in the scene. Nothing really new here to go.
Hold
it! Why didn't you tell someone immediately?
If it were me, I would have gone to the police right away.
This may be beside the point, but Lamwa isn't a citizen. No one would hope so. And common sense prevails in Virginia as well, yeah? Lamwa seems awfully quiet all of a sudden. That's strange. Could she be hiding something? It is as you say, yet at the time... I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the window. You were in a hurry to go where? I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I've said. Why were you in such a hurry then? Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case. Very well, might. Please answer the question.
Objection!
Are you alright, Lamwa? Yes, I'm just tired. Recall what I told you yesterday. Lamwa suffers from serious amnesia. Please refrain from traumatizing her further. What, so you can just dismiss questions he thinks are too traumatizing? Why don't you prove her reason had a connection to the case before asking about it, yeah?
The prosecution's objection is sustained. The current question is moot. Mr. Justice, please continue with your cross-examination.
Darian Crescent. I did not know his name at the time, but yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday. How many times do I need to remind you? Because the window in the scene was closed? Is that why? Of course. Apollo, if you keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere. He's right, mate. Maybe there's a different angle I can try? Maybe. Did you happen to hear anything else at that time? Anything else? Anything else besides the victim and the shooter's conversation? Anything at all? That's quite the vague question. Other than the conversation, I heard a clock ticking and there were two men breathing footsteps. That is all. Nothing new there, as expected. I was hoping for a little more than that. Perhaps we should just carry on with the cross-examination. As you wish. Now what? Do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us. I have given it much reflection, but I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember. I only heard one phrase clearly. A whole phrase? A whole phrase? You remember something that was said? What did you say anything yesterday? Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said. This could be it, the clue I've been waiting for. Well, what did he say? What's the other man speaking? Not Mr. Latus. The shooter. Darian Crescent. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch now. Switch? And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latus? I thought it quite strange myself after. It is mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this? Can I be right? I'm not going to. Well, I will put my brain in. But if that's the case, my brain will. Present. Objection! Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. Oh, yet there was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. Safety lights. True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens I have a switch right here. That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it? The problem is, this was found not at the scene of crime, but on the stage. The stage? Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there. On the stage. Are you claiming that the voice Lamoire heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch? It's a possibility. Objection! Oh, their forehead. I'd call that an impossibility. Why? It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert hall. The stage is quite far from Lamoire's dressing room. Not to mention that the Governors were in the middle of a concert on that stage. They aren't known for being a quiet band. You could shout all you wanted and not be heard. The detective's voice was loud, but clearly not a shout. So to have her forehead's cry is a possibility falling far short from being heard. Sorry. But he wouldn't have needed to shout. Excuse me? You heard what I said, or do you need me to shout it out? Without being quite sympathy heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Take that! Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this? Why not? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented when I wasn't looking? This is a type of transmitter, communications device. Communications device? From what I've heard that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, actually, for talking between band members. We all had one of them. So you admit that if you wear one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage was simple? Sure, but wait, those send out an electronic signal to avoid interference with the audio system as their range is quite limited. Lamoire said it was about 30 feet, right? Look at this cross-section diagram of the concert floor. Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 20 feet.
That can't be. So when Lamoire heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage?
Objection!
You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why did it have to be on the stage at the time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on the stage after the fact.
It's not point. How do we know where it was? Well, I guess we don't.
An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid until we know where the switch was, there's little point in debating it. Sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this switch, anyway? We don't even know that basic fact.
Wait a second.
I do know what this switch is, and if you follow that chain of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case. You know about this switch, right? We know what it is. Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning this switch...
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Justice?
I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is.
Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking the switch to the case. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
Take that!
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
That's what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
This is an igniter. Our phone looks like this.
Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter?
Yes, actually.
You aren't saying this switch is a remote?
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Look, I'll show you.
Yo! Mr. Justice, you'll cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
Sorry, that was a bit more fire than I expected.
My whiskers are caught on fire.
Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger. Doesn't that suggest something to you? Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame. When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Wasn't that part of the stage show too? No?
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware that such a thing had been planned, and the guitar not burnt down was a valuable keepsake. That's right, you got it in Virginia from Lamoire. Said the sound was amazing before it burned, of course, so it just kind of smoke. The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Her forehead. Yes? Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamoire, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire. I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press a switch. The switch was pressed, then the guitar caught fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense. There's something about it that's bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? Seems pretty simple to me.
Objection!
Her forehead, don't destroy what little respect I have for you. I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong.
What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin?
His simple story simply makes no sense. Think, that night my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this, indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set. Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated.
Yes, that must have been what was bugging me. The whole premise for this is faulty.
See, this story makes sense.
Objection!
Are you sure about that?
What exactly do you mean?
Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far.
What premise is this specifically?
I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
What's this?
But Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body. All of this happened in the third act. Gunshots rang out, and according to his testimony, Marky was in the dressing room.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice?
Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us this in his testimony. Namely, the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is insane.
Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. Next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. We know that remote triggered igniter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place in the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act.
What? Order! Order! But that goes against the evidence.
What does, Your Honor?
This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of the song, yes?
Hey, he's right, look. The bullet's supposed to come after us now. You're thinking about it the wrong way. Huh? Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it.
Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason.
Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying the order was reversed in part? Reversed, Prosecutor Gavin?
If the criminal followed the lyrics, yes. The shooting would have happened to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet her forehead has raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Fire!
I'm gonna put it bare myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame. That was the criminal's objective. To a point, that was a ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he followed the lyrics the whole way.
Order! 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 That would explain this most unusual situation.
It does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the first set and not the second. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good, I'll give you that. You've given us the reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song, but I question your logic. But it's flawed from the very beginning. Flawed? Yes, a contradiction. Her forehead. One I pointed out several times now. At the time of the crime, the small window at the casino was closed. How could Lamoire have heard a voice? Oh. I know you would like to divert our attention from the scripted fact, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise. Right, Lamoire's testimony is my entire case. That voice you heard, the shooter's voice. What if she couldn't hear it? Look, what do we have? A man saying press the switch? And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. Can't all be coincidence, but how do I make it work? I see him more directly. When the crime scene was investigated, immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to tell us how Lamoire heard the voice?
Key point to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court?
Okay, Justice, you got one thing to prove and one thing only. Lamoire heard a voice. And she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lamoire able to hear the voice? The window was open. Obviously, the window was open. Had to be for her to... Nose bullet in her forehead. That horse is dead. Stop beating it. 406. That window was closed. This is a hard fact, reported by the investigation team. Oh, you have evidence to the contrary, perhaps? Well, no, but then do be quiet. I tell you this straight. Time to be fingers. Lamoire heard a voice, and she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lamoire able to hear a voice? When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it had it been open either. Meaning, it was impossible to hear the voice through that window. Ah, it is good to hear you making sense of it. For a moment I was afraid you might be a Bojinian too. As I was saying, Lamoire could not hear the voice through that window, so there can be only one explanation. She heard the voice from another location entirely.
This is getting too much for my brain, so farewell.